Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
All right, you've had a month now, and you still haven't found it. What are you out there doing right now? Are you even listening to the clues? Do you want to win the KOs or not? Listen to the Mix FM. JJ, gosh, tell them what they got to do, man, because obviously they aren't doing it right.
You got to be listening for the clues again each weekday morning when you wake up bright and early at 6 a.m. Matt McKee, Matt and the Morning Crew, they'll have that clue first thing for you bright and early each weekday morning. Again, go out and find that key packet. We stashed it good somewhere across southern Ohio. We're not saying where. You just got to listen for the clues. And again, when you think you know where it's at, go find that key packet. Stop by our Total Media Studios at the Stockmeister Plaza on Main Street in Jackson. Turn it in, and you're going to write off on a KO Predator 125 or a KO Storm 150 from your friends at Honda Suzuki Polaris K&M of Jackson and Total Media.
Better hurry, or it's going to be well used.
Who are you? Oh, okay. Well, welcome everyone to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we have a special group of folks in here today. Well, part of the Adams family. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So here's the deal. You all are from Wellston?
Yep.
Okay.
High school.
Very good. Well, tell everyone who you are.
Fester Adams.
I'm Madeline. I do prop design.
I think, Madeline, I think you're going to have to be the spokesperson today.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little underdressed, but I think I'll try.
Well, that's interesting. So prop design. And so we'll talk about that here in a minute. But you all are putting on the Adams Family, this coming weekend?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Friday.
And Friday.
Friday would be at 7 p.m. Saturday is at 7 to, and Sunday will be at 2 p.m.
At 2, yeah. Very, very good. Okay, so who are you? Are you Lurch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yes. And then Uncle Fester, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Madeline that does prop design.
Yeah.
All right. So Madeline, you are, so speaking of props and sets and all of that, how did you get involved with that?
Well, I did plays. I went to St. Jerome Paul, so I always did plays, and I wanted to try something new, so I decided to help with the props and stuff, and it's been really fun.
Yeah. Okay. So the Adams Family, what kind of props are involved in that?
Well, I've mostly been working on the Adams Family portraits, so I painted all the characters, and they're kind of all hanging up back on the curtain.
That's awesome. And I'm trying to think back. I always get the Adams Family and the Munsters confused, because the Munsters I feel like I watched, and the Adams Family I feel like, was that before our time? Little bit. Yeah. So, but this is the Adams Family Junior or School Edition. Okay. So I heard the interview with Matt on the way in, and y'all were talking about being appropriate and stuff. Was it a little racy? The Adams Family? Were they? Okay.
The Broadway musical has some humor that's
a little adult humor. We'll say adult humor. Okay, well, very good. But this will be coming on this weekend, and Okay, Lurch, I give you permission to speak. Okay, tell everyone who you really are.
I'm Lurch.
What's your real name?
Yeah. I'm Bryce Hammond playing as Lurch.
Okay.
I'm Brandon Weber playing as Fester Adams.
Okay, very good. And you guys, okay, number one, you have to show your shoes. You got it. Oh, you don't have to take them off. Just stick your foot up in the air. Check those suckers out.
I think it would have been easier to just take it off. Yeah.
Sorry. That was really impressive.
Thanks.
Do you do yoga?
No.
Oh, you should. You'd be really good at it. No. So what made you guys get involved in theater and wanting to do the play?
For me, I did it last year and decided why not try it again.
See, last year was Fiddler on the Roof?
Yes.
Okay. How about you?
Or when I was in Saints Pierre and Paul, I did the play always, so I just did it again, and I've been enjoying it.
Very, very good. So, what year are you guys in school?
We're both freshmen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a senior.
okay. Very good. So that's really good as freshmen to get kind of the lead roles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Impressive. So are you super artsy?
Yeah, I do like to draw a lot and paint.
You do? I wish I had that. There's just none of that here.
I did this beautiful paint job too.
Did you? Very good. That is awesome. And who came up with all the costumes?
I would say
pretty
Miss
sure.
Potter.
I would say you're right, including your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a topic of discussion here this morning. And we're going to sell them on eBay for a whole lot of money after the show, right? That, or we're going to have a contest to see, who can run the fastest in them.
Oh my
One or the other. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of broken ankles waiting to
Yeah.
happen. So, okay, cool. So what is your, tell us a little bit about the Adams Family and School Edition. What are people going to see? Like, what is the kind of the premise of the play? Or musical, I guess it is.
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, you do.
Well, it's. I don't know how to put this into words.
Little Wednesday Adams meets a boy and she falls in love, but he is very different from the Adams, so they're trying to see if he would be good.
Okay. And so how is the family all related? I guess I'm trying to put all that together.
I don't know.
Well, there's Morticia and Gomez who are like the parents of Wednesday and Pugsley. Then Braden or Uncle Fester is Gomez's brother.
Okay.
And Lurch is their
Butler.
yes.
Butler. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Grandma, and we don't even know how she's related.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Grandma's just there.
Yes.
Very good. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday, didn't they just do like some big show about Wednesday?
Yes.
Or was it a movie?
Yeah.
A Netflix thing. Okay, so tell us a little bit about like what is Wednesday like?
She's kind of like on how she's always been portrayed.
Is she young? How old is she in the play?
18.
Yeah.
Oh, she's 18 in the play. Oh, so she's going to start dating, and this is all about whether you all approve or not, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And tell us a little bit about how long the play will last. Like how long is it?
Isn't it like a hour or so?
It's about an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and
Hour
45.
and 45 minutes.
Okay, all right. And tell us, do you get to sing and dance and stuff?
Yes.
I can't.
You just grunt a lot, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of like that because that would be a fairly easy role. You just go a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Just about.
You sing at the end.
Yeah, very end.
You do sing?
Yeah.
Do you sing
No. No, that'll be pretty hard, but no, I do actually sing.
You sing words?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Very cool. All right. So tell your viewers our viewers what you would like to, invite them out.
Yeah, sure. kind of going blank right now.
You're fine.
I think it's gonna be a really awesome show.
Yeah.
I just love getting to watch these guys do it. It's gonna be one of my favorites. I think I love the Adams Family, so I
Yes.
think you should all definitely come see it.
That's right. Again, it's this weekend. So where will the play be held or musical be held?
The Wilson High School.
Is it the high school?
Yes.
Well, because it gets confusing because
Yeah.
in Jackson, everything's at the middle school because that's where we have that sweet auditorium.
Yeah.
That's, where we've always done stuff. So high school this coming week. How do people get tickets?
Go ahead.
You can get reserve tickets at the middle school for $10 each, or
Okay.
you can purchase them at the door for $5.
Okay, very good. So just like normal seats, but reserve seats if you want to be. What does reserve seats mean?
You just have a seat reserved for you.
Is it up closer?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And that way you can be guaranteed, to get up close. Okay, so Rick wants to know how much practice time have you guys put in? That's a good question.
I would say a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Probably started like, I'm not sure, maybe like December-ish or
Okay.
a little
around
before.
Very good. And how many people are in the cast?
There's,
quite a bit.
let me quickly count.
46?
40.
Seriously?
Holy moly.
Everywhere.
There are people everywhere. So I think that's really cool. So Jackson just got done doing the Seussical, the musical, and then I know Benton County did like Aladdin and whatever, but I know the Seussical, because the kids were in here, it was a huge cast too. So that's really cool that you guys are able to incorporate so many of the kids, and so many kids are wanting to be involved in theater, which I love too. That's very good. So what would you guys say to people that are, or to kids maybe that are out there that are like, oh, maybe I want to join, but I'm a little bit scared, or I don't know if I'd fit in or whatever. What would you say to that? You're your senior. What would you say?
Well, I would say definitely don't worry about fitting in. I think in play, there's always something for everyone to do. I mean, there's like, you can be acting, or you can do prop design if you like painting. You can move stuff around. You can be like behind the curtains, or you can be working lights and audio. There's really just something for everyone, and I think it's just so enjoyable. Like, I love doing the play every year, and I'm going to miss it a lot, but I hope that just in these next years we get so many more kids who come and get to enjoy it just like I have.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you guys?
It's fair and welcoming. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the common theme that I've heard from a lot of the kids that have come in from different schools and stuff, is that, maybe I wouldn't have met, this person or that person had it not been for theater, because they play football and I'm, play in the band or whatever, and we don't typically run the same circles, but theater has brought us together. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you guys are young freshmen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to, so you're meeting like upperclassmen as well, which is really neat. Very good. And they're meeting you. So that's awesome. So how long did it take y'all to get ready this morning?
Good bit.
Yeah. Probably took like more than 10 minutes to get this makeup on.
More than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now you know how it's like to feel like a woman every day. We have to spend time painting our faces all the time. All right. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to tell our viewers before we bring your director over?
Make sure you all come see it this weekend. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you guys get some rest and rest up those voices, because you have to sing.
Yep.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
stopping by.
much.
We appreciate you. All right. Well, come on over, kiddo. We'll kick the kids out. You guys can switch seats. How's that? Don't fall in those shoes.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
You didn't show your light bulb trick. You should show your light bulb.
Oh, wait. The light bulb trick. What's that?
Do your light bulb.
I can make a light bulb light up in my mouth.
You make a light bulb light up in your mouth? How do you do that?
I don't even know.
Okay. It's just magic. You guys are... No, here. We'll just get this one out of the way. That way we're... That's amazing. You must be really electric. It's electric. So, all right. So tell everybody who you are. Not that they don't know already, but...
I am Mrs. Potter.
Yes.
I am one of our play directors. We also have a musical director, Natalie Davison. She's our choir director.
Okay.
So she helps, she does the music part and everything. I kind of do set and there's a lot that goes along with all of it. So many different things. This year I've been very, very, very fortunate. Madeline has done a great job with our set and painted all the stuff for me. So I basically just had to order some things, glue them together, and then we hung everything up. So
that's
the
awesome.
set's it's a beautiful set, set on a budget because stage curtains and things are, especially with prices of everything going up, about $650 for one curtain, and you pay for shipping and all that. So Amazon, $75, curtains glued together.
There you go.
Works out really well.
We like that. That sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But no, we talked, I think, the last time you were here, but the kids from Jackson were in the other day, and they were just talking about how they're still, trying to recover from the loss from, when we got shut down with the C word. And, so you all but were ready to put on a production. And I can't remember what yours was. Theirs was Matilda.
We were doing Lion King.
Yes,
and
Lion King.
It was
that's
the
right.
week before. We were actually in Tech Week.
Yes.
We had a bigger budget build up. So we were like, ooh, we have all this fancy
This
stuff.
is going to be a great, huge production. Yeah.
And literally the week of Tech Week, we get the call that says, okay, we're going to be out 2 weeks. And then I'm like, do I hang on to stuff? Then 2 weeks turned into, and it just...
forever.
Forever. So what we ended up doing was last year we did 2 shows. We did, with the intermediate and middle school kids, we used that Lion King license.
Yes.
And then we did Fiddler on the Roof in the spring. Mm-hmm. 2 shows for me, because I also teach 3rd grade. 2 shows is a lot. It was a lot. It was a year. It was
You're making up for the year before.
It was. So, we always try to pick the show in the summer before, and I didn't have any clue about the Wednesday thing coming out on Netflix or anything.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, no clue. I don't keep up to date on TV and things like that. So we actually, what spurred it was the prop room is a disaster at the end of every show. So I have a grandma, Joyce Jenkins. She's had kids in the play. She helps me, and so we go in there to clean out this. Oh, it was terrible.
This
room with everything you could imagine. We find some of the things we find, but we found a coffin. We found a coffin. It wasn't put together, but it was a coffin. I mean, it's a coffin, and I was like, "Why do we have a coffin for?" And Joyce says, "Oh, we should do the Adams Family." And I was like, "Yeah, we're going to use this coffin."
Heck
and
yeah!
So it's Pugsley's bed.
Nice.
The coffin, and so we used the coffin, and we went from there. And then it kind of exploded because then
the Wednesday thing.
And it's really not the same story. I mean, it's the same characters: Morticia Gomez, Wednesday, Pugsley. Pugsley's not really featured in the Netflix thing as much. Uncle Fester is in it, and of course that thing, the hand. It's in the Wednesday version. We have a hand as well. The thing. We have a cousin it. But the storyline's a lot different. There's no school. It's based off of the Broadway musical. So there's a Broadway musical that was very, very, very popular. Nathan Lane did Gomez, and Bebe, what's her last name? She played Fraser's wife on Cheers.
Oh. Lilith,
Lilith.
Whatever
so
her name is.
She plays Morticia.
Oh,
okay. It was kind of weird because when it first came out, people kind of dissed it a little or like, oh, this is kind of. But then it became one of those campy things that everybody
like
really
a cult
enjoyed. Yeah, everybody really, really enjoyed it. So it's based off of that, but it is the school edition because there are some things in the musical that no, not really appropriate.
We're not doing it at the school.
For our kids. So it's a school edition, less songs, and the premise is that Wednesday has found the love of her life. She wants to get married.
Okay.
Lucas Beinecke is his name.
Okay.
And he has parents who are Ohioans.
Oh.
I know. And really straight-laced, and so they're not real sure about this whole situation. So Fester wants, to help her with making everything okay, and everybody agree, because Morticia and Gomez, of course, are like not, very happy about this. Pugsley definitely isn't very happy. He doesn't want to lose his sister. So
Sure.
Fester gets the help of the Adams Family ancestors. So we have all this support cast that are in different period costumes. We have flappers, we have lumberjacks, we have Vikings, we have Davy Crockett, we have a greaser. It's just a lot of different characters that are ghosts.
That are like
They're ghosts.
They're harnessing them back.
And they're in
Okay.
the house the whole time, and so they're helping. They're helping to
Okay.
Wednesday be able to be in love and
Get her
everybody
man.
okay with it.
So, can we back up for a minute and kind of explain the premise of the Adams Family? Because I can't really even, honestly, I can't remember. I remember the hand thing, and I remember Lurch and all that, but how are they explained, or are they ever?
I think it's just, I remember when I was watching it as a kid, it was one of those black and white TV shows.
Yeah, it was.
And they love each other. So they're really weird. What typical people would consider a bunch of weirdos, I guess. Really strange.
Okay.
They like death. They like black. They like no color. They find, dark humor. It's a lot of dark humor. And the TV show has a lot of dark humor in it.
Okay.
And so their family is made up of Morticia and Gomez, who are always, they really love each other. So they're always smooching on each other.
Aww.
And he kisses up her arm and everything, which my high schoolers are really not
They're like,
interested in
ew.
doing that. They're like, oh, I'm like, you have to touch. They're like, oh, no.
That's good.
But I know, it is better that way. And they have, they have their relatives living with them. So they have 2 kids, and the kids, like things like being electrocuted and, drinking poison and getting sick and shooting bow and arrows at each other and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And then they have Uncle Fester, who's, a real individual, doing all kinds of kooky things all the time. They have a crazy grandma, and they're not really sure if it's Gomez's mom or Morticia's mom.
She's never explained.
Never explained. There's just some lady that lives in the attic. The grandma. And then there's Cousin It, who has all the hair and doesn't really talk either. Just
I forgot about Cousin
yeah,
It.
that hair. Yeah, we have one.
We have one.
We have one. Yeah. It's a really creative costume too. So everybody should come out and see it.
That's so good.
Because they were too expensive, so we had to come up with Plan B.
You had to make your own, huh?
Yeah, we did.
And then there's Thing.
Thing. Yeah, we have a Thing.
And is Thing just a hand? I'm trying to remember. And it just like floats around and does stuff, or
yeah. Well, mine stays on the end table
okay.
because that's how it has to work.
'Cause
Special effects, we're limited.
So, thinking about the logistics of trying to put on a production, when you buy the license, is it just, you're buying the license and then you can run with whatever you want? Is it told to you how to put this whole thing together?
Yeah.
Like, how is it dictated to you kind of?
It is pretty dictated. When you get a license, and the thing that people I think don't realize is to pay for the licensing is, it's almost $2,000 when you get the music and, the license and the scripts, and they send you, I think, like 20 scripts. So it's not like they're even making a lot of actual stuff to send you.
Right.
Now all the music is done digitally, so we have to download it.
Okay.
You can cut measures and things like that. They give you that ability. So if a song has like a dance number and you don't want it, you can cut that out.
Okay.
If there is a particular song that you want to shorten or even just use the music for. We have done that with a couple of the numbers in that.
Okay.
Because it just suited what we need
Yeah.
better. You are able to do that. But everything else, you pretty much have to stick to, the script. And you agree that you'll follow that. You'll agree that you'll use the creative material as it's written. Yeah. Which we
That
do.
sounds really complicated. I mean, I guess it's good in a way that they kind of tell you give you the
Yeah.
roadmap to go, but it'd still be tough. All right. So you say you pick the plays in the summer.
We do.
And then, so at Wellston, are you doing 2 plays a year? One
Yeah,
musical a year?
Last
Okay.
year that was,
No good. No bueno.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And with financing, I mean, that's just what we're able to do.
Yeah, sure.
Because we are able to spend whatever we made the prior year in ticket sales and concessions, and that's it. That's what we have.
So, and that's the whole thing, and that's why it's so important for you all to get out and support these kids and support the program, because if you come out and watch the play this year, it enables them to do one next year and buy lots of popcorn and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, that's how you guys pay for it.
It is. It's self-sustaining, and we've been able to keep that way for before I even came.
Yeah.
It was self-sustaining, and that's why. And our costumes are, we don't. A lot of places, schools are able to rent costumes.
Yes.
Which you just put, your sizes of your kids. Great. We did it some for Beauty and the Beast because I couldn't make.
Oh,
a
those
teapot.
would be a little bit extravagant.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can do that, but our budget doesn't allow it. So everything that we do costuming wise is like pieced and part together from different places.
Including the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes were. I looked a long time, and I was like, I know these exist, and I found them.
Where did you find
They're
them?
glorious on the internet. I
Of
found them
course
on
you
the
did.
internet, and I was afraid because schools can only purchase from certain places, and so yeah, you can't just like when you're using school money, you can't just like go to the big lots and wherever and find. You have to go certain places, and so I had found them, and our new superintendent, Dr. Rao, he's a supporter of the arts.
He's awesome.
He really thinks that it's important to have a play.
It
and
is.
to let the kids do these things. So he's very supportive, and he was like, "Oh no, you can." I put in a requisition, and we were able to use a card and get them through a kind of a weird place on the internet.
Weird. I'd say that if you got those at a normal place on the internet, I'd be a little concerned.
I know, but and that makes it easier now that that you have online shopping, so it does makes it easier for us to find appropriate things for whatever show we're doing.
That is so good. That is true. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So, Adams Family School Edition.
Yeah.
Because it's not the Broadway edition.
No. If any, and there are some schools who have done the Broadway edition.
Oh,
and
really?
and I'm like, yay, good for you.
I'm not answering all the parents.
Exactly. I'm not going there, but okay.
Can't say as I blame you. Yeah. All right. Well, so tell everybody again what the details of this weekend are so that they can make sure that they get their tickets, come out and support these kids.
Yep. The show on Friday starts at 7 p.m. The same thing with our Saturday show starts at 7 p.m. We open the doors at 6 o'clock so people can start coming in.
You can get there early.
On Sunday, the show starts at 2 p.m. And how we do our advanced ticket sales is we actually have a seating chart that people can pick their seats.
Oh, okay.
And so they can pick their seats, pay the $10.
So they are assigned.
They are assigned.
Oh,
yeah, you
pick
your seats. That's why we do it at our middle school because we have that at one location.
Okay.
And there's also general admission tickets. Daisy's Hometown Coffee. They are selling them for us, the general admission $5 tickets, and then you can get those at the schools as well or at the door.
So here's the thing. If you want the assigned, pre-sale assigned seat, you need to get to the middle school.
Yep.
Because that's the only place that they're selling those.
Yep.
But the $5 general admission tickets can be found a lot of places.
Yeah. And if you can't get there right away, you can call the middle school, and Leah Hartley, her daughter, has been in our show for a long time. And so she takes care and she puts people down, and then they can send the money in with a kid or whatever. So, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, of course. We'll work with you. All it means is just you need to come out and support the kids and see this. Yeah, very good. So you said that there's how many kids? 40?
There's 46. We have this year ages, we have 4th through 12th.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of kids involved.
Yes,
which is great.
We have younger kids who are very, very, very interested, and we want to keep that interest.
Sure.
So we have kids. There's one little girl that she's been doing the play since she was in kindergarten.
Aww.
She was in Willy Wonka. She's been in every one of our shows.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Her mom teaches with me, so, that's how she got involved. Was she was like, I think she would really like to do this, and we did that.
Love that.
And so, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to see, all the kids interacting with each other. And my older kids are really good with the younger kids.
Yeah.
And, we have some that they have that stage fright, and that gives them, the opportunity to work through that and kind of get over that stage fright.
When the Jackson kids were in the other day, they were talking about that very thing, and I thought that was so interesting that a lot of them said, if you'd asked me a year ago or 2 years ago if I was going to be in a play acting in front of hundreds of people, I would have said, oh, you've lost your mind. And they're like, here we are starring in these productions now because, theater and drama has given us that confidence that we would have never had otherwise. And I think that's invaluable.
Yeah.
Public speaking is hands down most people's, nemesis. And the fact that they get to get out and kind of curb those fears is really, really awesome.
Yeah. And it's exciting. We see kids every day do new things and challenge. Oh, Bryce, our Lurch. Bryce last year was his first year in the show. He kind of was in the cafeteria at the time we were first beginning Fiddler, and we're like, hey, you, come here. Come here. Put him on the stage. He was great, had great stage presence. And we were like,
recruited.
This is like awesome. This year he sings.
Aww.
Sings at the end. And I even said, I gave him an out. I was like, if you're not comfortable singing, because I know that, you haven't really done choir and that kind of stuff before, then you can speak this part. And he was like, no, I'll sing it. So I was so proud that he was like,
absolutely,
no, we'll do this. And it's really, really good and really entertaining.
Yeah.
Everybody's very entertaining. Fester is a hoot. He falls in love with the moon in the show.
The moon?
The moon. Falls in love with the moon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we have a moon. So that's kind of
it's a thing.
That's interesting to watch.
That's awesome.
So it's fun. And Madeline's been with us for a while, but then Braden, he just came from St. Peter and Paul. So
yeah.
We have several of those kids that we snatched up because Dorothy Riepenoff does a great play every year.
Yeah.
Great play. So I was able to get, some of the ones that Miss Dorothy trained.
Reap that benefit.
Exactly.
Yes,
That was
absolutely.
Great. That was great.
Yes, you are correct. And she's quite talented as well.
Absolutely.
So, and very involved in that.
Yes, she is.
Love that. Well, cool. See, you all are going to get a treat this weekend. All you have to do is buy tickets and come out and see the play. Musical.
Kind of both.
Both.
But yeah, it's a musical.
Yeah.
There's a lot of singing.
Good.
Yeah.
Lots of songs.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're cute.
Oh, goody.
They're so cute. Well, Wednesday, she sings a song and electrocutes Pugsley at the same time. So, I mean, who doesn't want to see that?
Exactly. I mean, because that's what everybody should do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
Wonderful.
good stuff.
Well, we look forward to it. Best of luck to you all this weekend. Thanks for your behind-the-scenes work. That's awesome. And you two break a leg. How's that?
Oh, don't say that to Lurch. I'm afraid of those shoes.
With those shoes on, it's probably a given. No, he does quite well with them.
Yeah, he does great.
Yeah.
He does great.
Very, very impressive. I challenge you to wear those to school every day between now and the play. Do you think if you walked in with those shoes on to school, they would say anything?
I'm pretty sure everyone would say that.
I'm pretty sure everyone would say something. All right. Well, very good. Well, Mrs. Potter, thank you so much for stopping by.
Us.
We appreciate you so much, and thank you for all that you do with your work with this as well.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Get out, see the Adams Family School Edition this coming weekend at Wellston High School. And again, tickets, the reserve seats can be bought at Wellston Middle School. You can get those for $10 or $5 at Daisy's Hometown Coffee or any of the schools. I'm sure the kids can get you going in the right direction as well. So very good. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Good luck. Very, very fun. All right, Dylan, do you have the weather pulled up over there, buddy? Okay, so kind of crazy and wild. Not too bad today. Yesterday, actually, if the wind would have stopped, it would have been another beautiful day. But today, some partly cloudy skies, highs of 54, lows of 29. Chance of wind is at that 7-mile-per-hour range, which is certainly not nearly as bad as we've been having. Tomorrow on Wednesday, a little bit warmer, highs of 58, lows of 27, with those 11-mile-per-hour winds. And I feel like it's ridiculous that I'm having to do wind, but at this point in our lives, I feel like wind is our nemesis. Thursday, about the same. And then Friday, we get that chance of rain back into the forecast. Warmer temperatures, though, highs of 66, lows down to 53. But that some showers and wind come back into the picture. So there you go. It is Tuesday. And James is here.
I'm here.
And since he ditched us yesterday.
It's true, I did.
We were sad. Yeah. But today is day 27.
Wow.
Of the cycle search. We're 27. In week 6 of the cycle search, 2023. So do you want to, we should have made the kids do the clue, huh?
Should have made Lurch do the clue. I'll do it as Lurch.
Okay. You do it as Lurch. Here is today's cycle search clue. That's it.
That's what it said.
That?
That's what it said.
That's what it said.
I didn't make it up.
All right. Well, I'll read it in
do it as Jen.
I'll do it in the English language. Okay, here we go. With more daylight, there's more time to explore. There's 2 prizes to double the score.
Double the score.
Does that mean what?
I think it's buried in the 50-yard line.
Yes, that's it.
So go dig up every football field.
All the high school football fields.
Yeah.
Double the score.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet it's hidden in the Ryer Grand football field.
Yes, you should go look. Took me a second.
Hey, the Ryer Grand football team is undefeated since 1950-something.
That's right.
Hey.
Most amazing thing ever.
It's true. Well, March Madness is madness.
Dude. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just crazy.
Yeah, this is one of the wildest NCAA tournaments I remember.
Yes.
No number 1 seeds in the Final Four. No number 2 seeds in the Final Four. No number 3 seeds in the Final Four. We got a 4, 2 5s, and a 9 in the Final Four. So who would have picked that? 3 of the 4 teams, first time ever in the Final Four.
You know what else I can tell you?
That you're doing really poorly with your bracket.
That mascots don't make a damn difference.
Well, FAU had a great mascot.
I know, and I changed them.
And UConn had a good mascot, too.
Did I? I didn't change them.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I mean, you probably had them winning in 1 game, but did you have them going all the way?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I just threw my thing away. I'll look.
Well, so our office pool is done already. Like it can't. Like there's no one else can score any more points.
Isn't that insane?
With 3 games left.
Just crazy stuff.
Yeah. So unless I'm reading it wrong, Derek McManus, one of our media executives,
yes,
is gonna take the office pool
And
But-
Mr. Commissioner here says so.
Yeah, well, I was trying to throw my weight around and like get them, ban them or something, and like change the rules so I could, submit a second bracket for myself.
I
But-
think that's fair.
but I was afraid I was going to get impeached.
Oh, yeah. Well, you might.
But there is still some chance for some moving around in Basketball Mania.
Okay.
So right now, in first place, we got Tel Thacker, but they picked Alabama to win. Not going to happen. In second place, we got Baylor Dylan Ray. They picked Texas. Not going to happen. And in third place, we got Matt McCarthy. He picked Purdue. Not going to happen. But if we go down to fifth place, we got Natalie Nicholson. She picked UConn.
Good job, Natalie.
Yeah, so
She's your next door neighbor, too.
oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't know what her last name was. Good job. I did not cheat for her because I didn't
Mr.
even know what her
Commissioner
last
should
name
go
was.
over and personally
Yeah.
congratulate her.
Yeah. And then in 10th place, Jeremy Reed. He picked Miami.
Okay.
So there's two people there in the top 10 that have a Final Four team that have their champion still alive in the Final Four.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so this go down here a little bit further, and currently in 17th place, Carolyn Martin had UConn. Down to 20th place, Marsha Lewis had UConn. So I mean, there's a few people. We go down to 35th place, Bob Nicholson. He had UConn.
Dad of Natalie.
Yeah. So
It's a family thing.
apparently. So yeah, I mean that's if UConn wins, any of those people that picked UConn are really gonna
They're going to jump up
they're
there.
gonna jump up there.
This
So.
is really bizarre, though. I don't remember ever a time where, like our office poll, where the person that picked a team that's not even in the Final Four is going to win the pool. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Derek picked Arizona to win, and
they
they lost in the first
forever ago.
weekend.
Yeah.
Like he thought he was done,
Yeah. But he's still ahead.
and he's probably going. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to win. I don't think there's any way for him to not win.
So the question is or is not Brad Munn still in last
he is still in
place?
last place, and he has confirmed, or at least claimed, that this was a bamboozle.
I am a witness to the testimony personally that yes, it was.
Yeah.
And it may or may not have been one of his friends
It could have been a Mr. Brown.
who did this. And it may or may not have been the owner of one of the funeral homes in town, which may or may not at Christmas time put on this little event called Christmas Cheer from Yesteryear, Jason Brown,
Yes.
that did that.
Yeah. So could have been, or it could all be just an elaborate ruse by Mr. Munn to cover up the fact that he picked a terrible bracket.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I busted them all. I
Busted
found them
them
all
all.
in a room together and busted them all. Yeah. So,
But yeah, so Basketball Mania continues. I don't think Mr. Munn's going to pull it out.
if you want to
but
mess with a friend, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, somebody does that about every year. We only had one this year. I think maybe a couple of people did it last year.
So good.
Yeah, but don't encourage people
He
because we don't
said-
want to get 100 of these next year.
He said, hey, I still scored like 12 points.
No, he scored 10 points.
10 points. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, the way this thing has gone this year, it would surprise me if he wasn't all the way up in the top
Yeah.
somewhere.
I am, you want to guess where I'm at?
Not high.
No, not high. Well, it's a high number. It's not high in the
Yeah,
standings.
not high and good.
Yeah.
Not good.
295th place.
Out of how many entered this year?
344.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good percentage there.
No, it's not a good percentage, but it is a high number.
You know what? I think it's probably possible that had I entered that one, I would have been below Brad Munn.
Well,
I am next to last in the office.
You are
pool,
next
aren't
to
I?
last in the office poll. You have 32 points.
Okay.
So you're beating him by,
12
points.
Okay.
Or 22 points.
So who is the poor schnook that's under me?
Caitlin.
Of course. The two queens.
Yeah. The two queens, yeah. Yeah. Let's find Dylan. Dylan's sitting in 14th place in the office pool.
Good job, Dylan. Not knowing what he was doing. He just clicked buttons.
Right. I am just barely above you at 26th place. Matt McKee is in 12th place. Big Papa, where he's in 22nd place, not doing real great. Phil Buffington is in 21st place. Pete didn't fill out a bracket, so I can't tell you how Pete's doing.
Yeah.
He was on vacation when this all happened, so yeah, we're not.
He was. How'd Jeremiah do with his wife's picks? He lets his wife pick for him.
Jeremiah, who won last year, did not do great this year. He is in 24th place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Courtney is sitting in 17th place. Brittany, 15th place. Yeah. So.
Well, we have now proven that mascots don't mean diddly.
I think you just didn't. fully commit to the mascot thing.
Had I not changed the Purdue thing, things would be.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to fill out a bracket.
You miss every game except you get the national champion, right?
Well, change that Purdue back to Florida
FAU.
Atlantic or whatever,
and changed,
and see where I would have ended up.
I wonder if it'll let me change that. Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't think it'll let me change it.
There should be a way to, I don't know. There's probably a way somehow to go back and revise it. Anyway, anywho.
Basketball Mania is running wild.
Yes, it is. Very good. Yeah. So did you have a fun weekend?
I had a nice weekend. Had a little bit of an extended weekend.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra celebrating with my girlfriend's birthday. So
yes, it was.
Went all out. Getting phone calls during the show.
I know, right?
But yeah, so
at least I turned it off to vibrate.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was a nice weekend. Just kind of, hung out and just took it easy. I told you a little bit off the air. We had a pretty wild time on Saturday.
This is great.
We went out to dinner for her birthday on Saturday night in downtown Huntington, and there was another group there that was celebrating a birthday party. It was a rather wild 21st birthday party. It was quite the show.
Hey, you got dinner and a show for free.
The dinner was not free. The dinner was expensive. The show was free.
But it made the dinner more palatable. Paying for the dinner more palatable.
Yeah, the cake was free. The birthday, they did give you a free slice of cake on your birthday.
Hey,
so we did get free cake.
Very good.
Yeah.
So 21st birthday parties in Huntington, are they the same as our 21st birthday parties that we
So my 21st
experienced?
birthday party was pretty mild.
Was it?
My 20th birthday party was the wild one. But it was so funny because this girl's family was there too.
No.
It was like a real birthday party, and they were just walling out. It was hilarious.
You said there was dudes pouring liquor down her.
Oh yeah, she had the little airplane sized bottles of vodka, and her freaking grandma was over there. It was so funny. It was so funny. At one point, this girl came over to our table and asked if we were the managers.
This poor girl. You know what you would like to be as a fly on the wall on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. What state it was she was in when she woke up, where she woke up, who she woke up with.
Yeah. Did she know any of that when she woke up?
Did she remember anything from the night before? And was there any money left in her bank account?
Right. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that was really funny. And then as we were leaving, so there was a Kane Brown concert.
Yes.
At what was formerly known as Big Sandy Arena, now Mountain Health Arena. Let out at the same time, and it took us about an hour to get out of the parking garage.
Yikes.
We were parked pretty high up, and I was like, well, we'll just wait a minute, and then everyone behind us will be gone. They just kept coming. I was like, I thought we were like at the end of this garage. Where are these people coming from? And they just kept coming and coming and coming.
That arena's not that big, so you're just like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we were in a part of the garage where there was no roof over us anymore. That's how high up we were.
Oh.
And like cars just still kept coming. It's crazy. And then there were dudes like selling bootleg T-shirts like in the parking garage to the people stuck in the traffic, which was really funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was class. Oh my gosh, you would have loved this guy that came in to the bar we were at after the concert let out before we left.
Yes.
Full on Jimmy Buffett dude. He's like 6'2", 6'3", tall dude, slender dude, Hawaiian shirt, shorty shorts, like eating a big old bag of popcorn, like rolls into this bar and like throws his big bag of popcorn on the desk or on the bar. And he's like, Kane Brown concert just let out. It's gonna be a big group in here in a minute, guys. And that was in the midst of this girl's 21st birthday party. Freaking Jimmy Buffett dude.
And you know the bartenders are like,
yeah, the one bartender that they had in there.
Awesome. Can't wait.
You know. It was funny. It was a good time. But we went out to a place called the Cellar Door, which is cool. We've talked about this before, I think.
Yeah.
So it's in close to Pullman Square. Oh, excuse me.
In Huntington.
In downtown Huntington. It is beneath La Bistro.
Yes.
Which is like more of a traditional restaurant. And then this kind of, it's like a little tapas bar is what it's at.
Yes.
What it is. And it's really cool. We say it looks like, you remember, we're talking about the Adams Family, another show from the same era. If you remember I Dream of Jeannie.
Yes.
We think it looks like the inside of Jeannie's bottle.
I could see that.
Because it's all these like super gaudy couches and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really cool. Unique food, again, because it's like tapas. So it's not really like, the normal kind of entrees that you would expect. It's really unique.
Yeah.
We did like a build your own taco bar.
Oh,
so they bring it all out in little dishes and stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. We had a deconstructed crab rangoon. So they bring you little like wonton chips.
Yeah.
And then just like a bowl of like the filling.
Yeah.
And you just like dip it like nachos.
Nice.
That was interesting. I don't really like crab rangoon, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had like a fancy charcuterie board. Good stuff.
If I could have I could just do charcuterie for dinner every night of my life, I think.
Yeah.
Meat, good. Cheese, good.
Yeah.
Crackers, good.
Yeah, little tiny
Bread.
pieces of bread.
Yeah,
the little tiny pieces of bread that they put on charcuterie boards always makes me think of Spinal Tap. You've seen Spinal Tap? So there's a part. So they're like a rock band that can't get anything right. So you know how bands are famous for having writers with like really like particular things on it.
Yes.
So like they've got to have like a like a sandwich spread, and they give them the little tiny pieces of bread like that, and the guy can't figure out how to put the full slices of meat on the little tiny bread, and the manager, played by Rob Reiner, is like, well, just fold it, meaning fold the meat, and he folds the little piece of bread in half, and he's like, well, it just breaks. So funny.
Oh my god!
If you've never seen Spinal Tap, you should watch it. It's
not.
very funny.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's funny that you mentioned that, because I have heard some really strange, even locally here.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is in the contract when artists are booked, whether it be a fair or festival or whatever, or a concert, they have things that they request, right? And boy, I have heard some weird things that people have requested.
Speaking of local concerts and stuff like this, did you guys talk about this yesterday?
We did a little bit.
You did a little bit yesterday? All right, so Neil McCoy.
All
caps Neil McCoy.
Yes.
Coming to the Jackson County Fair, and we're the sponsors.
It's
Total Media Day.
It is Total Media Day. Neil McCoy. So it was so funny. I went home last night.
Does this make up for Pam Tillis?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I do love me some Neil McCoy.
Yeah.
So I went home last night and I told my Alexa to play Neil McCoy.
Yeah.
So Jamie comes in and he was like, what
What
on
are you
earth
listening
are you
to?
listening to? I'm like, you shut up. It's Neil McCoy.
Yeah, all caps Neil McCoy.
All caps.
All caps
McCoy.
Neil McCoy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was funny because it's like, oh, got to think back about, I knew Wink and I knew the songs, but it's like, oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that song now. And it's like so funny how I haven't heard some of those songs in a really long time, but like they start playing and you just start singing them.
Yeah.
Like, how many useless songs are in your noggin,
None by Neil McCoy, but yeah, me and Courtney were talking about Matchbox 20 the other day. And she's like, yeah, I got this like Matchbox 20 record and I was playing it the other day and I knew all the songs. And she like, my husband was like, how do you know all these songs? I was like, I probably would have known all those Matchbox 20. I could name 2 Matchbox 20 songs off the top of my head.
But you can sing them.
But if I heard it, I'd be like, yep.
There's so many of those. It's like Maroon 5, like none of those, or Dave Matthews Band, like a lot of those songs, their title doesn't make sense to what, the song, but you don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But so I was listening to some Neil McCoy last night, and if you have one of those fancy Amazon things or whatever, you can just tell it to play those songs, and it will.
Yeah, and
it's like magic.
It is like magic, but also like magic. So Saturday evening, July 15th, country music star Neil McCoy is going to be at the Jackson County Fair.
Can you believe it?
I can.
The only thing that would be better is if we had Pam Tillis at the Wild Turkey Festival.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Exciting. Yeah, maybe next year.
But no, Neil McCoy, super duper exciting. So you can go ahead and already buy your tickets online. So you go to the Jackson County Fair website. You can buy those. I think they have pre-sale,
so it's
the upfront tickets.
Yeah. So there will be, hold on, let me get these numbers right. A total of 1,600 tickets available. The tickets are $30 and can be purchased through the fair's website, which is a little bit of a mouthful. Dylan, maybe you can type this out. So it is Jackson, COOH Fair.com. So Jackson Ohio Fair.com.
Yeah.
So Jackson COOH Fair.com. And press the Get Tickets Now button.
Yes.
The link is at the bottom of the homepage. Those purchasing track access tickets will be seated starting at 5 p.m. and $30. The $30 price also covers your daily admission to the fair.
That's exactly right.
So that includes, all the other good stuff. But you know what else is cool? Friend of the show, Simba Jordan, is going to be the opening act.
Yeah, so we love us some Simba.
Yeah.
He's been here on the show a time or two and is so amazing. Such a great guy to talk to. And if you haven't seen him, he has played several times at the
the Ohilco, a.k.a. Coal Festival.
Yeah,
he's an annual
Coal
there.
Festival.
He's there every year pretty much at the Wilson. So, this is awesome.
Really cool stuff.
And so on Thursday, Fair Board member Ryan Pelletier.
Good job, Dylan. Thank you.
Yeah, is going to be on the show.
Oh,
and
cool.
He'll go into a little bit more details on this. But the headline is country star Neil McCoy coming to the Jackson County Fair, brought to you by Total Media.
That's
the
exactly
Telegram,
right.
The radio, Zip Printing, and Main Street TV.
And Main Street TV.
Yeah.
Do you think that entitles us to have a meet and greet?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's like when it's your birthday and you're like, move, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, get out the way.
Get out of the way, it's my birthday.
Get out the way, we're the sponsors.
Get out of the way, it's Neil McCoy Day.
Yeah. It's Neil McCoy's Total Media Day. Mm-hmm. Get out the way, I was the horse queen. You know what I should do? I should go down there. Well, no, I should get my picture off the wall that's in the
is
fair
your picture
thing.
hanging on the wall in the fair boardroom?
It's in the 4-H building.
From 1990, whatever?
Yes.
I didn't know
And it's
that.
not all faded.
I didn't say it was all faded.
And I should go grab that and be like, "Hi, Neil. Would you please sign my 1990
No,
horse
you
queen
should
picture
sign it.
and give it to him?"
No, and sign it and hang it back up on the wall.
Oh, just autograph my own picture?
Right. Oh. Should have everybody do that.
They should.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody cares.
Maybe.
The only thing that I get off of that picture hanging on the wall is people snapping pictures of it and texting it to me and saying smart aleck things.
Oh, yeah? That's funny. Drawing a mustache on you.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's kind of fun. But anyway, no, Jackson County Fair, super excited. The cool thing about the Jackson County Fair is it just gets bigger and better. I mean, it's like now like grown to 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So there
Wow.
you go.
Yeah, this is big stuff.
It's big stuff. And we'll talk to Ryan about that on Thursday. Look forward to it.
It says here that he does USO tours. I thought it said UFO tours. So I was like, nice.
That would be interesting.
That would have been more exciting. But
I wonder if we could get an interview with Neil McCoy.
I think we could probably figure something out.
What if we could get him here in the studio?
Probably not. We could probably get him on the phone.
If you
or
tell
go to
him that he will be interviewed by the 1990 Horse Queen, he might reconsider.
It's true, he might. It's true.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we probably, on that note, ought to get out of here for the day. But no, we look forward to and are so happy that the cast of the Adams Family stopped by. Do-do-do-do.
Dylan thinks they clap. They snap. They don't clap.
No, they snap.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.